We are coming into season 5, and the crucifixion is quickly approaching for this show. How do you prepare yourselves physically and emotionally for these supercharged moments that are going to happen in this season?
It's a good question, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I feel like you can't really be prepared. Like, we know what's happening, we know what's to come, but our characters don't. Mm-hmm. And so it's just better to kind of lean into the unknown. But there's certain things that happen, especially for me in portraying Matthew this season, that I unexpectedly was like moved by. So it's just been interesting because even if you are prepared for it, just prepared to be not prepared in a way.
Right.
So it's been an interesting
But it's some heavy material,
Of course, yeah. But it's interesting the way that you see this heavy material transcribe on screen and the way that it's being told, because you will be moved by certain elements that you weren't expecting to be moved by.
Gotcha.
I think that's my experience too. Like, you prepare as much as you can as an actor with your lines, and try to stay healthy and focus on the thing. And then the day of, while you're filming, to allow for surprise, and allow for like whatever actors you're working with, to see what they bring to the situation, what they bring to the scene, and see what happens. I think there's some really fantastic performances that come from that, from a lot of our co-stars.
That's great. That's great. Is there anything new from this historic chain of events that you're covering in season 5? Anything new that you learned that you never knew before or never realized about the story? Like an aha moment kind of a thing.
Oh, like an aha. I was just going to say, I didn't know that when we had the Last Supper, the disciples leaned a certain way as they were drinking their glass, passing the cup around. So there were things like that I learned because we had a rabbi kind of walked us through before we shot. So it was really interesting to kind of grow and learn from that. But other aha moments.
I feel like when we were all coming into the city for the triumphal entry.
Yes, yeah.
That was the feelings I think we were all experiencing were, I think, surprising to a lot of us.
Yeah.
Because it was very triumphal, it was very joyous, but there was also this like sense that things are going to change rapidly, and I think there's like this bittersweetness to that moment that I was not expecting to feel as we were doing that. So there's been some surprising things in our reactions to what's going on.
I remember that moment because all of us were like having different reactions, because I was just clocking everyone around as we were doing the triumphal entry, and like, different things were coming up for all of us at the moment, and which goes to show like the environment is so important, just because it brings you into that moment in history.
I'm going to quote your director here. Dallas Jenkins has been quoted as saying that for season 5, viewers will see Jesus like they've never seen him before.
Oh yeah.
So my question is, what does that look like for you?
Flipping tables.
Well, yeah. Oh, you see it immediately, I'd say. But for Matthew, having to see a behavior that he's never seen from Jesus before has him a bit taken aback. He's observing, he's watching, he's trying to make things make sense this season. So that's where he's at this season. But he's also like, I need to write this down, so I'm gonna do that.
Every season.
Well, he's writing a lot in detail for this week, because it's an important week.
We've been witnessing him do so many healings and miracles for the last 4 seasons.
Right.
And everyone's having these expectations of who he's supposed to be. And then suddenly his behavior is, to us, really erratic and surprising and quite shocking.
Yeah.
He's creating scenes in the marketplace. He's creating scenes at the temple. The Pharisees are freaking out. The Romans are getting a little concerned, and a lot of spying going on. And he's become this person of interest that I don't think any of his followers were expecting it to look like this.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting place to be as an actor, to just be like, I really don't know what's coming next.
It's like a 180 in seeing someone that you thought you knew in a way, but
So what do the stories in The Chosen mean to you personally? I mean, how do you personally relate to your character? I mean, are there similarities between you and your character? Are you just totally opposite? I mean, how does that all connect for you?
I think there are so many facets of Mary Magdalene, and the way that Chosen depicts her, she goes through so many different stages of growth and self-awareness and trying to become a better person and trying to let go of her fears and trauma and shame of her past. And those things to me, kind of despite circumstances and against circumstances, she tries so hard and wants so badly to understand things and to be better and to take care of the people around her and to take care of Jesus. And I think that's just such a lovely example and role model to follow.
Yeah, I think Matthew has just always been on this journey of self-growth ever since he's been awakened in season 1 from being someone that was just ignored in society and spit on, and just now he's finding his own purpose and his own strengths and weaknesses, but also not letting that define him, letting that strengthen him and help him grow more. That's really helped me and just in many ways and helped with just my own purpose and things. And I think what's cool is that like I'm growing from the character and portraying him. So it's been,
you are. That's
it's
great.
been a cool journey. Yeah.
That's fantastic.